Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video on the Slightly channel. Today, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be discussing and explaining moon breathing, which is the second breathing style ever created, from my understanding through the manga, and is probably, once again, one of my favorites, and is definitely one of the strongest as well. We'll start from the beginning here. Yoriichi created sun breathing, and his twin brother was really jealous of Yoriichi, and his whole thing is he wanted to be him. Like, he even questioned why he was born because Yoriichi was so great. And this is Michikatsu, aka Kokushibo, but when he was a human, his name was Michikatsu. So, since he couldn't learn sun breathing, he ended up developing his own technique, which was moon breathing. So that alone was pretty impressive. Michikatsu left the Demon Slayer organization. He became a demon, and that's where he became Kokushibo, eventually becoming upper rank 1 and staying upper rank 1 for a very long time. So moon breathing, real quick, I'll get this out of the way. Moon breathing, we actually don't know what it is originally like, because every time we see moon breathing, it's actually revealed that Kokushibo is using his blood demon art to enhance it, and that's where these these sickles come in from moon breathing. That you'll see it as we go through the forms, which there's a lot of forms to get through, but you'll see that there's slashes and then there's sickles within the slashes, and those are actually his blood demon art. So that's really all there is to go over about moon breathing itself. If you watched my total concentration breathing and moon breathing video or sun breathing videos, then you already kind of understand what breathing is. So we're just going to get into the forms because that's what everyone's here for anyway. So moon breathing has 16 different forms. Very many, more than any other technique in the whole series. So clearly Kokushibo was not just slacking. He was clearly continuing to develop his moon breathing over the centuries. The first form is Dark Moon Evening Palace, where it's pretty simple. Kokushibo just does a slash. He cuts Muichiro's hand off with it. A lot of these are going to be simple, just being sword strikes, and that's really how all of the breathing techniques are. A lot of them are very simple to explain, not really much to go over. The second form is called Pearl Flower Moon Gazing, where Kokushibo does multiple slashes, creating multiple of these, again, slashes with these crescent moons. Third form, Loathsome Moon Chains, is where instead of creating smaller slashes, he creates two giant slashes with really big crescent moon things, but really it's just two slashes. Then we skip the fourth form, and then we go to fifth form, Moon Spirit Calamitous Eddy. Kokushibo creates, he slashes multiple times, and the slashes are layered over top of each other to create this incoming wall of fucking slashes of crescent moons, and anyone in the path is getting killed, okay? I don't care what anyone says. That shit will rip you up quicker than anything else in the whole world. The sixth form is Perpetual Night Lonely Moon
Incessant,
where Kokushibo essentially does the same thing as fifth form, except it's vertical strikes, and it's more rapid and kind of wild, and this is what he used to really brutally injure Sanemi, to the point where he even said, if you move, your organs are falling out of your body, my guy. You're not making it out of this. And then, so the sixth form is where we kind of see a shift to the seventh form. And I'll explain. As you can see from the images I've been showing up, they've been kind of this, the first one was an orange with this bright yellow crescent. And as we've gone through, it's become a vibrant yellow with more of a pink slash. Now the seventh form and onward is where it becomes these purple slashes with blue crescents. I'm not really sure why this is, but if I'm remembering correctly from the manga, he starts using these forms after he releases his larger sword. So this could be an indication of him releasing more power, but that's more just a guess rather than an actual answer. The seventh form, Kokushibo does a horizontal slash, and then moon blades and slashes cut into the ground, as you can see here, and it makes this really interesting pattern, and that's definitely an attack that would wipe out a lot of people in your path. Oh, I forgot to mention the name, my bad. The 7th form is called Mirror of Misfortune Moonlit. Then the 8th form is called Moondragon Ringtail, where Kokushibo just does a huge slash, like massive slash here. And the crescents are huge. They're bigger than Kokushibo is. It's a fucking devastating attack. And of course, you wouldn't want to get hit with that slash or else you would die. And then there's the 9th form, which is called Waning Moonswaths. Very interesting name there. But Kokushibo swings his sword, and then there's like multiple of the slashes that come out with again the giant crescent-shaped blade things that come out as well. Again, a lot of these, I feel like it'll be a lot clearer the differences between them once we get it animated, because again, like a manga, you really only see the one panel of it happening. You don't get to see everything going on, but it is pretty clear that it's just multiple wild slashes swung from one slash. Then the 10th form, which is just a ridiculous form, is called Drilling Slashes Moon Through Bamboo Leaves. He swings his sword, and there are just these giant saw blade twister machines of devastation that come out in this just the sickles are massive. I don't even like, this picture is self-explanatory of how over the top and ridiculous it is. Beautiful looking form though. Then we skip the 11th, 12th, and 13th form, and we go to 14th form, which is called Catastrophe Tenmin Crescent Moon, where Kokushibo like continuously swings and just releases like dozens of these slashes with these giant crescent moons in like this huge wave of just death. Okay, like that's all you're gonna get when you face this. And then we skip the 15th form and we go to the 16th form, which is Moonbow Half Moon. And we're finally here, man. Kokushibo, he swings his sword again, and it brings down like these slashes with the crescents that all kind of angle towards the ground, and they're able to break the ground and do a lot of damage. And that is all the forms we know from good old Kokushibo here. He has 16, but we only know 11 of them, so there's still 5 that really would just be the same thing. It would just be slashes with crescent moons everywhere. But that is moon breathing, the most over-the-top and just badass breathing technique of them all. And again, it just looks so clean. It's definitely, if not the strongest, with like Kokushibo's Blood Demon Art infused in it, it's definitely the second strongest, okay? Just from how awesome it is. But that is moon breathing. I hope you guys kind of understand it a little bit better and kind of understand what's happening in the attack a little bit better. It's pretty self-explanatory just by looking at the pictures, but seeing it laid out in a format like this could help. And I just like talking about Demon Slayer. But anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Peace.
Yeah,